write the data 500 times and creating our packet. Packet is our packet class packet, giving memory to our packet, randomize that memory, and we will just generate that data and send this data with the mailbox to our driver. Then this driver class will take this with our configuration mailbox, which is our generator mailbox, and we have also used our virtual interface, which is inside our configuration class. This interface as working as a pointer to our real interface. This interface, we will use this interface to send our data from generator to driver and driver to this interface. So here this line indicates that first we will take the data from our generator class, means packet from our generator class, and then we will send this packet.write to our interface.write, means to our interface. After entering to the interface, I will show you interface first. See, this is our interface. All the signals are here. Global signals are also here. Then interface, we will just see our input monitor. So these are the mailbox. These mailbox are also written in our configuration class, which is passed to our new constructor in every Testbench class. This we will create one memory for that, because we will send this mailbox to our scoreboard. So similar for coverage also, but in this video also I will not cover coverage, because coverage is totally separate topic. Now, as our packet, we will also include one variable for packet, because to recognize that previous is also our packet. So this new packet, we will give it to a memory, and this interface will give the data in, and which will be inside our packet.data in, means whichever data is sent to our interface, we will get this from our packet. So here it is, I am showing the flow of Testbench, but where the duty is here. So whenever there is interface which is connected to our duty, so this interface will send data to our duty and it will process that data. Then this data will be inside our interface again, and then we will get this data to our input monitor. So don't forget this. I'm telling you about Testbench here, so I will only tell you about Testbench flow. But after interface, it goes to our duty, means FIFO. Then it comes again to our interface. Now, similar for output interface, output monitor also, nothing new like input monitor. But you have to also see that every passage of clock, it is receiving the data. Similar for our driver also. Driver. Yes. Forever begin, but every passage of clock, it is sending the data. Similar for input monitor, every passage of clock, it will get the data. Forever begin are used in both the classes. Now we will see our scoreboard. The input monitor and output monitor mailbox will be included in our configuration class, which will be used. And two packets I am using for comparing the data. Configuration class we will pass throughout our environment, and we will here there is no need for the build function, because it is the last class. After that, if there is another scoreboard including this scoreboard, then we will use this build. Otherwise, we will not use this build. So in generator, driver, scoreboard, we will not use this build, but I have written this because if there is another class after scoreboard, then we will use this build. So connections are, we are connecting our configuration mailbox to our this mailbox, and we will get these two packets from our input and output mailbox from our monitor. Then we will compare that packet 1 data to packet 2 data, means before processing the data 1 and after processing data out from our output mailbox from our output monitor. So if the data is equal to data in, means our working of FIFO, that first data is equal to first data out, then it will say pass process, means increment our pass counter. And here we have used static keyword for pass and fail, because our SV class or any class in any language work as a dynamic in nature, so we will give it as a static behavior, because it should create that memory and overwrite memory, not creating new memory. So count should